Hi, my name is Robin. I am the queer plant parent, and this is my first YouTube video. And I thought, what better way to start a channel this late in life than with my latest obsession, which is plants. I have become quite addicted in like the last 6 months, I think, and my home has just exploded with plants. Obviously, I have created this situation myself, and my partner has been very good in supporting me in my mental illness, in acquiring more plants than we have room for. But anyway, I thought that we would have a chatty little plant tour as the first video, and just take you throughout my home and just show you what plants I have, what I like, and what I'm currently doing. So if that sounds fun, stick around and watch the rest of the video. So I thought we could start here. This is my absolute oldest plant, and it's currently growing in quite a low light. I did this. I like to injure my plants. I'm a horrible plant parent. Anyway, this one I have cut several times and propagated, and there's 3 sticks in here. And it just keeps growing bigger and bigger, and I do love it, and I do want to watch it become a tree, but at the same time we're running out of room. So it's just standing here right now in a spot with not a lot of light, because I know it can survive. So this hasn't grown one new leaf since I got it a year ago, and it's currently producing another new one. It looks slightly better than the first one. I am figuring out what this one wants. It's hard to figure out because it is a bit of a drama queen. I'm not into drama queens. I'm currently into like easy plants. I realized that I don't have time for drama queen plants in my life. Here I have a couple plants. This is just a regular Anthurium andrianum, you know, that grows out like the red leaves and little petioles, and then just turns into like a regular. This is like, I think, the most common plant where I'm from. You can buy them pretty much anywhere when it comes to like funeral stuff or anything. It's not a special Anthurium in any way. But I kind of like it. I don't know. I haven't started despising it yet. I am getting there, kind of, because I have a lot of plants now. So there are definitely more difficult ones, and just ones that like are starting to bore me. Because I want fun in my life. But anyway, as I said, I have been acquiring too much plants in too little time. So I just got this one. It is an Philodendron squamiferum, which you can tell by like the fuzzy red petiole on the stem. It has not given me a new leaf yet. I can see that it is like starting to open up more growth points on the stem. But no new leaf yet, and not a very distinct leaf shape yet. Still like very big, floppy, not anything yet interesting, but I'm sure we're gonna get there. Here I have Pilea peperomoides, and this one was the bane of my fucking existence. Like, he did not want to grow for me. He made me so sad. This is 2 plants in this pot. It's one, how do I even show you? It's one over here and one over there. And I bought them both around Christmas, and all the leaves died off except in total 3 on 2 plants. So I had 1 leaf on one plant, 2 leaf on another plant. And this is like a type of plant that like offs its own leaves when it gets taller, when it gets like more tree-like and the stem gets taller. But it was just not happy, and I didn't know what I was doing wrong. Then I realized that this plant is like a super weird one. Like for me, it doesn't want light at all, hardly, and a lot of water. So I water it twice a week, and I leave it in a very, very shady place. And it's happy. And it like moves its stems towards the sun, even though it really doesn't want sun. But it works for now. This is a fun plant to grow currently, just because I had a little bit of a hard time with it. So it feels like an achievement that is doing well. Then I have this. This is a croton. And from what I have seen, it's called a banana croton sometimes, because it has like this intense yellow spots, very like upright foliage, almost like a willow tree in like how the leaves look. And this one is good. Like I'm not currently in love with him, partly because I found spider mites on him and had to treat him a few days ago. He also hasn't given me a lot of new leaves. He has given me some, but I think he's really interesting because he is one of those like droopy plants. So when he gets really, really thirsty, all the leaves like go down. You can clearly see like, oh, he needs a drink. So he's kind of like a reminder to me to water. But now, since I'm watering twice a week and have a alarm for that, instead of like watering once a week, he doesn't droop as much. I might get rid of him in the future. He's not that special to me. Maybe could get rid of it. Anyway, we have his cousin or brother, which is also a croton. I think this is like Croton Petra or something similar. I'm not really sure. It has a yellow middle vein, just like the other one, and like small dots on the leaves. But this one, as you can see, is like growing pretty fucked up. All the leaves come out with like minor injuries, and I don't know. This plant has been through a lot, I must say that. I also bought this one in December, and it was like clearly super damaged. But it has given me 2 new leaves, and it's these huge ones. I think it's doing good. It's not currently producing a new one, but he's fine. He's okay. Now that I've acquired so many plants, it's nice with the greenery overall, don't get me wrong, but you definitely do get favorite children. People say that you can't have favorite children. You can, 100%. And that's gonna change, and that's fine. I also have this aglaonema. I'm not sure what kind of aglaonema it is. I've tried to Google, and it doesn't look like a silvery, like it's almost like a camouflage pattern. It's like there's multiple colors inside the leaf. It's very pretty. I currently have it in a pretty low light setting because I don't have a lot of place for plants anymore. Okay, then I have some propagations going. Obviously I will show you like the mother plants and everything if I have them when I get to them. But first I just have a little bit of a cutting of a CC plant. I'm honestly not sure. I've never propagated my CC plant before. This is my first time trying. I took 2 cuts like this, and the first one just all the leaves yellowed and just died. And this one is still green, but it's not producing any roots yet. I'm not sure, but I have heard people saying that you can just literally take any stem, even one leaf, and just propagate it. So I'm just trying that out. that is just a little CC. That's probably gonna go to my mother or my grandmother. I'm not sure right now. Here I have some Syngonium, Podophyllum Pixie, and I just took like a few cuttings randomly. Obviously the lone like leaves without growth points are just gonna die off, but I'm just leaving them in the glass for now. It has already started to root, and this is also a new one for me. I don't know if I'm a Syngonium girly. I don't know, honestly. Ficus Audrey, and I thought that these were boring ass plants. I thought that like, I don't need another ficus. I have some ficuses, like they're not that special. Some of them are fun, sure, but like I thought the Audrey was boring. No, absolutely not. Have you felt the texture of a Ficus Audrey? It's the softest thing you've ever felt in your entire life. It's like suede. And it doesn't, like, even when I look at it close up, you can't at all see that it's supposed to be fuzzy. It has an almost like matte look to it when you look at it. But like the stems, the leaves, everything, the petioles, even like everything is fuzzy. Super soft. So yeah, I stole this as a propagation from one of my workplaces because they're not treating me very well right now. So why not take a cutting from one of their plants? So yeah, I'm really excited to see if this takes. Earlier when I've done water propagation of ficuses, it just hasn't really happened for me, sadly. So we hope and we pray that this one is gonna work out. Then we have just a little sad multiple node but one leaf cutting off my Philodendron Brazil. It's also for my mom, probably. Yeah, not very special. I'm gonna show you the mother plant later. Then I have a big jar of golden pothos or glass. Yeah, also stole this from my workplace. So if the plant looks like shit, it's not my fault. I didn't grow it. But I'm just propagating it because I took one leaf cutting from my mother-in-law, and that is rooting and everything. But I want a big golden pothos in the future to have trailing, so I stole some more where I could. Yeah, pro tip: steal plants. People don't need them. Take propagations where you can. Then I have a big pot of Philodendron pedatum, and I kind of need to take this out to show you. Like, the leaf structure of the pedatum is just like the most beautiful thing ever. I'll try to find like a truly glorious leaf like this one. Oh. Could you let go of your brother? Okay, so here. The leaf structure of pedatums is just like, it's a die for. It's so, they have like multiple lobes, as you can see, and those lobes split into like more sections, and these get quite like, for philodendron, pretty like short leaf shape. I have a lot more philodendrons which are like more narrow, like this last lobe being longer. I think they're just absolutely to die for. Like, the stems are pretty green. When they're more tree-like, when they like get more stem, they become like more gray. And they get this really dark leaf color. And yeah, I've just been really lusting for a Philodendron pedatum, if I'm honest. So I stole that from my workplace as well. Keep stealing. That's what I'm gonna teach you today. Steal propagations. Okay, here I have some more plants. First up, this random ass cacti. This is not mine. I would never in my life own a cacti willingly. This is my partner's. about like the only plant he brought into the house, I think. And for some unknown reason, he likes cacti. I don't know why. This fucker, I would say, always pricks me. He always pricks me when I go to pick him up. And that's why I don't like cacti. I would be fine with the cacti who isn't like spiky. But this guy isn't. I will put like the exact name and everything on the screen for every plant I pick up if I don't see them, because I don't care enough about this one to always remember his name. Yeah, then we have this little guy. And I know for a fact what this is because it's literally on the pot. It's a Sarracenia, which is like a carnivorous plant. So it got like little mouths and those like little trumpets or tubes eat your flies in your house. It's fine for now. It was in some kind of like sphagnum mix when we got it. This was mostly the choice of my partner. I wasn't super into this plant, but it's fine. It isn't really doing anything special. It hasn't really given any new leaves or anything. And from what I can tell, it's not eating the damn fungus gnats. We have fungus gnats, of course. There's a lot of plants here, but I don't know. I feel like they have gotten less and less since I've gotten on my watering schedule. But we still have them, and it's the small ones where you can't like even slap them, because I'm good at like killing fungus gnats with my hands. But they're so small and so fast. So yeah. He's not really doing his job right now. Like if this is a police officer of the plant world, he's not getting those into jail. So I don't know. He might get deported from the apartment in the future. Here we have a little, what are you called? Signature plant? What are you called? Damn, I don't, it's something to do with paper. Signature. That doesn't sit right in my mouth. It's not a signature plant. It's something. It's a little, it's a kind of ficus in that family. And yeah. Then we have the mother plant of this Syngonium podophyllum pixie, which I just cut in multiple places. And I need to say, like, here where I cut it, where you can see, a new stem is already coming up in that like cut. So it is an impressive plant in that way that it's pretty easy to grow, and that's what I've heard as well. I'm not just sure I'm into like the this many leaves. And I know this is a pixie Syngonium, so obviously I knew that, and I picked like many leaves, small leaves. But I just adore like the middle of the leaf where it's like white and green. And yeah, I'm not sure about this one yet. But I do like an easy propagator, and I do like the kind of leaf shape and everything. We'll see. Okay, here, as you can see, is my Strelitzia Nicolai. And obviously kind of medium big so far, but a very droopy boy. A very droopy boy. Good root system and everything on him. And I think I'm giving him adequate amount of water. But we'll see. He has given me one new leaf, and it's this one here. The stem is still growing out. I don't like the leaf shape of this like as much as like the tip. I wish it was more rounded, but obviously he's gonna grow. He's a baby. I really do love Strelitzia nicolais, and I wanted to get one for a long time, and I want to grow it big. Right now he's under a grow light, so I hope he has enough will and power to just grow well. I live in a climate where there is not that much bright sun, and we currently only have eastern windows, so I have to work around that. I have 3 grow lights, 3 with one that is just like a hanging bulb, and then I have 2 with like 3 arms on them that you can position. So that's what I'm working with. I have the Philodendron Brazil that I was talking about. It is currently in a DIY hanger that I did, and it is cool. Currently I am realizing that it does grow irregularly compared to epipremnums. Like the stems and the leaves can like hook around into each other and get stuck, so that's not very fun. I think it would be more fun if it was like easier to detangle them. But new leaf here coming. So that is that plant. Here we have one of my begonias. I only have one begonia, but I don't know why I said one of mine, but this is a new leaf, pretty pinky, and some flowers on it. There's also Totoro hiding in here, just sitting there watching out for everything. I've had this one for too long. I think I got it as a cut-in from my grandma for years ago. And for a short time I had 2 of this one and 2 of the Athurium mandarianum, and that just wasn't very fun. When I started acquiring more plants, I wanted more fun plants. So yeah, this one is staying so far. I really like cane begonias like this. They're really quick to grow, and super easy to birth it. They are a little bit temperamental, like if they get too much sun or if you don't water them, they can, like, the leaves can get very dry. But other than that, I find them pretty easy. They're super easy to propagate. Like, I can put this one in water and have roots in 5 days. Like, it's mad. Anyway, here is my Philodendron Eurubescens Prince of Orange. And this leaf I take no accountability with, because it came with a bunch of like injured leaves, such as this one. So I think those are gonna probably go by themselves. But this is the newest leaf, which is bright orange, and then they fade into a green. And I'm not that much into colored plants, but I think this is a pretty cool one. Yeah. It is also self-heading philodendron, which means like it grows bushier instead of like growing up. And this is my only self-heading philodendron actually, and I'm not sure I'm into it. I'm more into like the climbing ones, as you will see. I have this one as well. This is a snake plant, the regular Sansevieria lawrencei. Technically Dracaena lawrencei or Superba, whatever it is, but I refuse to participate in the reclassification that is happening right now. I think this is a Sansevieria. It's not a Dracaena. To me, it is in my soul just a Sansevieria. Here in this corner, I have my beautiful Monstera constellation. This is the newest leaf, which is the most beautifully fenestrated one yet. It has, this is the almost the oldest leaf, that is the oldest fenestrated leaf. And this is like the next to oldest. This one, because it has such a high amount of white, has gotten a little bit bleached by the grow light, but it's fine. It has some small leaves that like wants to go out from the main stem. I don't know why. But that one, I just gave it a new pole yesterday, and obviously it looks ridiculous right now, but I know they can grow enormous, so I just want to prepare for that. It's not a moss pole, it's actually a cocoa pole, so it's like coconut fiber, because I'm already a lazy waterer. I'm not gonna water a moss pole. That's why I bought these actually. They're from IKEA, so I can just bottom water the plants. So I have put almost all of them into like these trays, and I'm gonna try to bottom water them when I'm watering today. So that's fun. This is a Monstera Adansonii mint. So, oh, a new leaf coming, nice. This is the newest one. I'm not sure if I'm into the mint variegation, because it kind of looks a little bit sick to me. Like the plant is dying or something. And I'm not sure if I'm into the big holes either of the Adansonii, because I kind of like the normal fenestration. But we will see what happens with this one. I do really like. Here we have my big Dracaena mesangiana. When I think it's a mesangiana. Honestly, it could be a fragrance. Dracaena fragrance. It's a big tree, and I know for a fact this one has spider mites, but he is still putting out new growth and seems to be doing well. And I rescued this one from like garbage room, a recycling room, because no one wanted him, even though he's absolutely beautiful. So he was like in a pretty bad shape when I got him. I got him a few years ago. But he's doing well. And then behind him is my little CC plant that I propagated the other one from. All the like lighter green ones are new stems on it. So he seems to be doing well there. He is a very low light kind of plant. Here I wanted to show you also, in the window I have just a little jade plant. It's currently doing fine. It's producing a new leaf there. That is my first new leaf since I took a little cutting of it. So I think it's doing well. Unsure with this one. It needs a lot of light and a lot of water. It can be a cool one, but we'll see. It can turn into a tree. This is one of my favorites currently. It's so beautiful. If you haven't been able to tell, I'm really into philodendrons. I know I said it once, I'm gonna say it twice, I'm gonna say it 3 times, I'm gonna say it many times. This is the philodendron golden dragon. So the leaves are shaped like kind of dragon heads. That's the name. That's where it gets the name. This is the newest leaf, so it hasn't hardened off yet. And this is like the smallest leaf. As you can see, the reason why it's called golden dragon is that it has a like yellow variegation in the leaves. Some leaves like this one doesn't really have a lot of it, but this leaf has a lot of it. So you can see like when the sun hits it, there's a lot of yellow variegation in it. And I'm not actually sure what this is a cross of, because I tried to Google it and I got nothing. Like no sources on what parentage this is. So that's interesting. But I found this at like a plant expo, and it was insanely cheap. And when I looked at the website of that specific plant shop, it was like hundreds of dollars. Like $150, $200. No, even more. What was it? $350, I think, for one of these. And I paid $25 at the spot. So I don't know if they were just foolish to not know what I was walking away with. But anyway, I'm really happy because I had never seen one of these in real life. Like, it's magical, the leaf shape. As you can tell, I'm like really into long loby philodendrons. It also has a ton of aerial roots in the pot, as you can see there, and a super thick stem. Yeah, and it's already producing a new leaf as well. And I also gave this one a little cocoa stem yesterday because it needs it if it's gonna grow bigger. Here I have two hanging planters that hang in the same window as my Philodendron Brazil. This is just a little prop station for Pothos Neon, and this is really interesting actually. My neon, for some reason, gets like some leaves that have like weird spaces of green. They're not reverting. Like the rest of the plant is lime green, like they're supposed to be. But I just get weird places of variegation, which I think is very cute. This is the mother plant. I actually split the mother plant, so in my bedroom I have the other part of the mother plant, but as you can see, it also has this, like, on some parts of the leaves it's like dark green. I think it's very cool. I have this in a... Oh, you slipped out. You can't slip out. Prison escape. Oh, I have this one in like a self-made hanging planter that I did, macrame planter. Okay, I once again sat in a sea of plants. This is honestly the philodendron that started my philodendron obsession. This is a Philodendron Florida, which is a cross between a squamiferum, which I showed you earlier with the fuzzy petioles, and the pedatum, which I showed you earlier with like the really dark green leaves and lots of lobing. So it has like red, slightly... I'm not gonna say spikes, but they definitely have a texture. Stems and petioles. The new leaves, this one is still maturing, obviously. Like, this is the small leaf form and it gets more and more like the distinct leaf shape. This is the next to last leaf, and this was my latest leaf, which is giving me more of that pedatum, like different lobing, which I love. So I also updated this one with a big ass pole yesterday, because I know it's just gonna grow bigger and bigger. As you can see, it has already grown quite a bit bigger from when I got it. When I got it, it only had this leaf as a new leaf. So all of these ones at the top are new ones. But I'm really excited about this one. It's one of my favorites, I would say. I'm just gonna put you on the couch for now. Then we have a plant that I didn't know if I wanted this one or not. I wanted it for a long time. This is an Anthurium crystallinum. And I was absolutely in love with the idea of it, but then I heard that they need a lot of humidity, and I'm not that kind of plant parent who's gonna give my plants a lot of humidity. Like, I wanna live. I have other things to do with my life. So I'm just keeping my place at the regular humidity that I have, which is usually around 30 to 40%, sometimes a little bit more, depending on the weather. But I am not living in a particularly humid climate, and I'm not gonna try to make it more humid, because I have other things to do. I do crafts, like that takes time. So these are the leaves it actually came with. I haven't grown any new leaf on this one. I bought it pretty recently. I also abused the shit out of this one when I wiped it down with pest treatment. I broke it in 2 places. So that's not me. Like I said, I'm obviously a masochist who loves to torture my plants. But yeah, they're really beautiful with huge leaves that are kind of a waxy texture. They're very thick. I didn't think they were gonna be this thick. And the crystalline part, obviously from like divination, which is like, I don't know if you can see it right now, but it is sparkly. It is producing a new leaf here in the middle that's about to come out, and right now I think it's fun, but I'm not really sure about the footprint it's producing, because right now it's producing quite a big footprint, like the petioles and the stems are like sticking out quite a bit. So I don't know where I will have space for this one later, because I don't have the like deepest windowsills. They're pretty shallow. So anyway, I bought some cute planters yesterday, and I have to show you. This is actually this is a little cat planter. This is actually a euphorbia, which I got from my neighbor. And when she said she had a euphorbia for me, I was like, okay, sure, bring it on. Euphorbia are often like cacti. This does not look like a euphorbia, but I shit you not, I'm gonna put in a picture of what it's gonna look like when it grows up. It does not look like a euphorbia, but I'm here for it. She even named it for me. So this one has a name, no one else has a name. But it just produced its first new leaf, and I think it's pretty cute. I also have this Epipremnum. This is just a golden pothos, which is also producing its first new leaf since I put it. I currently have it in a Coke bottle, which I soldered some holes into with a glue gun and nails and a hammer, because DIY baby, I don't have a soldering iron. And I needed a pot that was small enough for this like skull, but I'm all out of the super small pots, so DIY. But I think this planter is really cute. I found it for like very cheap at secondhand yesterday. So I've always wanted a little skull planter, as you can see like on this little thing that I painted. Like, I think it's a vibe. It's a vibe with like a cool skull planter with plants coming out of. Yeah, oh yeah, we have the big boy. We also got this one at the plant expo, and it is currently like almost halfway across the pole that I just gave him. But anyway, this is the Philodendron Hassatum Silver Sword. So all the leaves really have like a silvery sheen. They look kind of green on the underside, but like they are silvery for sure. I get why it gets the name. What has confused me a little bit is that this looks like quite a big plant, but it is not mature, I think. Because I have seen people who have silver sword philodendrons, I'll put in a picture on the screen, that have like more lobey. He looked like he was gonna fall. Holy shit. Don't scare me. Don't scare me. I have seen people who have more lobey philodendrons, Hassatum Silver Sword, where like they look more anthurium-y, if you know what I mean, more like a heart-shaped leaf. So, I don't know. We'll see how that one progresses. But I have amassed a lot of plants now. So if one is to go, this might be one of them. We will see. Okay. This is my Sansevieria Moonshine. And if you think it looks ragged and abused, once again, it's not me. I bought it in this state, and it really was like the last one in the store. But these go for a pretty penny nowadays. Did you know that it goes for a pretty penny nowadays? I did not. I tried to buy this as like a wee smaller plant, and it still was a hefty price tag on it. But it is, I don't know how to show you. It does have new growth coming from the middle there. So it is like, it is gonna come back for sure and become healthier and better. But right now it has just been what it is. And I know this can tolerate low light. So right now I have it in a pretty low light space. because I don't have the room. But I was very excited about it, and then it hasn't like grown massively since I got it. And I like plants that grow massively. So we'll see how that one fares. This is the second part of the mother plant of the Paphos Neon that I got for super cheap at my local supermarket. Oh my god, they're idiots. They buy in plants in bulk and they don't know what kind of plant it is, so they just like label them like plant mix. And they're insanely cheap. Anyway, this one I think has gotten a bit sun stressed because the leaves are almost white where it's facing the sun. But like I like a neon, like a very yellow or like light green plant. So I think he's fine, he's doing good. Then next to him I have also in a DIY hanger that I made my Marble Queen Paphos, which I was really on the fence about getting. I didn't know if I like this kind of variegation. I do. I really do. So I'm glad I got this one, but it hasn't grown as much as its brothers and sisters have grown, the other epipremnums. So the neon for me has been like the fastest grower, which is surprising. But I have given it a lot of sun. So yeah, we'll see how this one progresses. I would like to train some of my epipremnums to go up poles because I've seen how much they can size up. So that is a dream of mine. So either take a cutting of this or the cutting I showed you of the Paphos Neon that I had in the little glass propagating jar and train that up a pole to see how big it can get. So yeah. We're almost at the last of the like epipremnum family Paphos kind of thing. We are steadily approaching the end, even though it doesn't look like it. But anyway, this is another little crochet prop jar that I made. And this is a little Philodendron micans. It came with just this one leaf, and it has given me multiple new leaves and is sizing up quite a bit. I'm not sure if I'm into micans that much. They have this like velvety iridescent leaves, and I love iridescence, but I'm not sure if I'm into like the straggliness of this plant. Like they grow quite a big internodal space between the leaves and not that bushy. I love the bush, if you know what I mean. And this is a satin Paphos that I almost just spilled water all over the table with. This is also a propagation I got from my mother-in-law, and it's currently starting to put out a new leaf, which I am just delighted about because it hasn't been doing a lot for me. It has a good root system. It's been very slow compared to the other ones, the other micans and epipremnums and everything, to root, both in water and in soil. I have transferred this a few times. It is speeding up a bit more now in water, and when I put it in the east-facing window instead of under grow light. But I would like to have a big like wall of this. I really love the satin Paphos. This is the satin Paphos. I'll put it on the screen. I can't remember right now on the top of my head. What is it called? I can't even remember the genus name. God, what is it? Anyway, it's not the normal, it's not the Pictus, it's not the Argarius, it's the Exotica. Yeah, so it's a bit bigger leaf, really nice silver shading. And yeah, I hope this one just grows big. Then we have this little fucker. I don't dislike this plant, but just the planter it's in. It is a very small planter and it always tips over. This has spilled soil for me so many times. But this is a new addition. This is the, depending on if you're a Dracaena or a Sansevieria type of girly, this is a Sansevieria whale fin. Masonii? I'll put it on the screen. It looks like it is giving me some new growth because this new one is lighter, but I've heard that this one is a really slow grower, and that's fine. I'm still just gonna have it in like a pretty low light environment because it's a Sansevieria, but I think they just look cool. And I don't know if this one will ever produce more than this one leaf. I have seen some that have produced other leaves, but obviously the growth pattern is not like a regular Sansevieria. It doesn't grow quite in like a bouquet kind of ornamentation. It's more straight up one whale fin. But it was cool. It was on my wish list before. It was not on my wish list when I was at the plant expo, but I saw it there and it is a rare beauty. So I was like, yeah, I need to get that. And I have it in this very beautiful pot that is like pearly iridescent, but I never get to use this pot because of the weird bubble shape. Whenever you put a pot in this, it's almost so hard to get it out. So hard to get it out to see if you have watered it and it's like pour out water. Yeah, we're coming down to the last plant. I saved the best for last, and I did that because it's my favorite plant just based on how it's been growing. I did not know that this was going to be my favorite plant when I brought it home, but it is doing crazy stuff. So I'm just gonna go get that one. This is my absolute pride and joy. As you can see, it has got 2 vines in here. I'm gonna show you. It has got 2 vines in here. So this is like the smaller vine. And it's finally starting to, it gave me this leaf, which is the first fully fenestrated one again. I had this smaller vine in our bedroom and it gave me these unfenestrated leaves because it didn't get enough light. But I currently have this one now standing in my window, and we're at that point where it's almost starting to climb upon the rail on the window, and I want it to be just bigger and bigger. I love the look of this, and it's absolutely my favorite plant, just because I can count on the fact that it grew all of this like probably halfway across the plant during the winter, and some of my plants have gone into dormancy, not all of them, but this one has definitely been like my most avid grower, which is why I absolutely love it. It is called a Monstera menimi, but it is not a Monstera. And I think this is a plant everyone should just try. It's so cool. You can also get this one variegated, but I don't think it's needed. I think it's cooler the way it is, just like the leaf shape, but I would say I'm more into a cool leaf shape than I am with variegation in colors. So yeah, that was my whole plant collection. Thank you for just watching this video and being with me here and having just a nice planty Sunday. It's at least a Sunday when I'm filming this, featuring Atticus, which is a little crochet spider. He's watching over this entire project. But thank you for being here, and if you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing, and I will put out more videos in the future. Once again, not for anyone else, but just for my own fun, because I do a lot of things that I think are fun and that I think other people would enjoy and maybe learn from. So yeah, have a good time. I'm Queer Plant Parent, aka Robin, and I'll see you next time. Bye.